We're so used to picking up a pencil or a brush, and sometimes we forget that actually anything that leaves a trace can be a mark making tool. That could be a stick or a sponge, a piece of string, even the edge of a piece of cardboard or a sample of carpet, for example. So, old fax paper and old crayons. And that just shows you don't have to invest a lot of money. You can literally make marks with the things that you've got at home. And that's absolutely beautiful. So, we're going to be looking at artists who push the boundaries of materials and process. Artists who remind us that mark making is as much about experimentation as it is about control. Very interested in working with gunpowder. So I don't necessarily recommend that you do this, but I think it's fascinating to see. So he makes these gunpowder drawings. I don't know if you can see this here, but what he does is he lights the gunpowder and creates sparks and smoke. And so he is very interested in how risk and unpredictability can produce beauty. So he uses ash and lead and clay, and his surfaces are so unbelievably textured, and he gives it a kind of temporal quality, almost like the paintings are living, echoing this idea of history and decay. If you saw this piece of paper, would you have guessed it was made with a fork? I think also what this exercise does is it slows you down to just focus on one particular object. Oh, that is so satisfying.
Well, what to have a go at that?
Yeah, this is so fun. That would be really great for drawing grasses or something. So when you're making art, you always want to make time for that. There's obviously some, if you have something that's familiar and that you really enjoy doing, it's nice to go back to it, but it's always really nice to make time to explore new things. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So yeah, this is actually technically a form of monoprinting, which is one of my favorite things ever. I have to say, what's interesting about this is it's completely unpredictable and uncontrollable. So I'm making marks that I would never usually make with a pencil or a paintbrush, but it's very satisfying. There is a technique where you can load up the end of this with ink or with paint, and then you tap it on the back of your hand like that, and you get the most beautiful sprays. You can make marks with anything. Obviously, we've seen artists today who make art with gunpowder. So what I'm hoping is that you're getting the same feeling of fun that we've had for the other sessions, but you're also getting a sensory experience at the same time.